ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, as we proudly bring to you Wrestling Wit Entertainment. I'm James J. He's Cooper James, and we're going to be talking about the wrestling world for the next hour or so. Oh, and this is our second episode, and it's already the top podcast by marks, for marks, on wrestling. What's your feedback's been from the first episode,
Uh,
Cooper?
it's all been great. It's number
Yeah,
one on the chart.
exactly.
So
I
it's
got
good
some.
to walk into that.
Yeah, it's been all positive on my side too.
Yeah, it's good start.
Yeah, and this episode's gonna surpass that one by like a mile.
Leaps and bounds ahead.
Ex- yep. All right. We'll get into it. Uh, right now we'll be wrestling with Pro Wrestling Guerrilla presents Hand of Doom. All right, you were there, Cooper. So what was the environment like?
Yeah, I'd never been to PWG before, but the crowd was really kind of maniacal in a way. Um, like they pretty much like chant for everything. A referee named Justin got a lot of heat. I don't know why, but everyone hated Justin the ref, which I'll be coming back to multiple times during the review. And yeah, so I guess I'll just start from the beginning.
Could would you describe it?
Weirdly,
Would you describe it like an NXT show, or more like an ECW show?
somewhere in between, I think.
Okay.
Maybe closer to NXT, just because of in terms of what everyone wants there.
Yeah.
Like not so bloodthirsty, but yeah, it was a good show though. It's probably like maybe the best show I've been to. I think that or New Japan in Sydney, but yeah. So Excalibur started with a promo, which I don't know, but I think seems like kind of a pre-show promo, like ritual, because everyone kind of like said the promo with him, like
Okay.
what do they say? Like every day is Earth Day, every week is Shark Week, and it was pretty funny. But it was cool. He went over like the rules, like if someone's about to do a dive, just get out of the way, because it's gonna be right in your lap if you don't move.
Was there a bell case?
No, just and he said, yeah, like leave plenty of room for ringside because the the dives and there's stuff going on outside the ring, but yeah, no barricades. I don't know how many people were there. The capacity of the venue, I think, is about 750.
People?
But it
Oh,
wasn't.
1,000.
Yeah, 750 people. But it was not sold out. So
Yeah, I
yeah,
noticed that.
I don't know. A couple of empty seats, not noticeably, but if you really like scan the room, you could see that there was empty seats. But it was good. It was still like a good atmosphere and everything.
Was the first
Um,
match Jungle Boy versus Brody King?
yeah, so that was the first match. Jungle Boy's only 21, which is crazy. He's a bit green still. Like there was a lot of spots where he tried to do stuff on the ropes, missed. I don't
Ooh,
know if
that's
the
bad.
ropes were slippery or whatever. But yeah, he was still really over.
Really?
Um,
Well,
yeah,
I haven't heard of Jungle Boy before this moment in time.
yeah. Well, his dad is Luke Perry and he was in Beverly Hills 90210 in like
The,
decades ago.
the fuck?
So yeah, it's really
Us-
weird. But
Usually, like you get second generation wrestlers, not first generation actor, second generation wrestler.
yeah, so Yeah, it was weird, but he's super young. He's pretty small. He's like 150 pounds, and like against Brody King, I think he
I,
might be like 6'3", 6'4",
I was just gonna mention
275.
that he is massive.
Yeah, he's a big Brody. He's got a good big presence, but
Like that's what Aleister Black is gonna look like when he's in his 40s.
yeah, yeah, he's kind of a mix of like Aleister Black, Luke Harper, and Bruiser Brody in a
Yeah,
way.
but
But
the
yeah,
yeah.
both guys were really over. There was a lot of chops. Like there was like sequences where Jungle Boy would try and chop Brody King, but he just no sell it, and then he just dropped Jungle Boy with like a big chop, and everyone was just freaking out. But it was good. Like it was, like Brody King had to obviously work heel and you know kind of just throw him around for a bit.
Well, right
But
now, Brody King is really hot because he's a part of Villain Enterprises. They just
yeah,
the
well,
episode
he had
just
the
came out
symbol.
Monday of
Yeah, he
Ring
had
of Honor.
he had that symbol on his trunks, like the bird with the hat
Oh, so
for the villain enterprise.
he's already selling it.
I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah.
What was anything notable? There was a good blue thunder bomb for a near fall, a top rope Frankensteiner. There was a good point where you really thought Jungle Boy was going to win. But yeah, there was the finish was two power drivers, like sick power drivers, and the match went 14 and a half minutes, and the crowd chanted, "Please come back" at the end. So
To
he,
who? To
like
Jungle Boy or Brody King?
Jungle Boy, yeah. 'Cause this was Jungle Boy's PWG debut,
Okay.
and yeah, so he's about to sign with AEW as well. But I assume like
So we'll
because
be
of
seeing a lot
who,
of him.
yeah, I assume because of who AEW is run by, that Jungle Boy will be able to go back to PWG if he wants to. I assume a lot of those guys will be able to just because that's literally where like the Bucks came up.
Yeah, but
I can't imagine them not wanting them to work PWG.
it's going to be interesting how they situate contracts because, like, obviously, they can't work for like WWE or an Impact or um, like
Yeah,
a Ring of Honor because of contracts, because the TV deal or whatever reason. Yeah.
yeah.
So it'll
But
be
what's interesting
interesting
about
how what happens when they're all up and running.
yeah, what's interesting about this show is like, I mean, so you've got Brody King, who's signed to Ring of Honor, and Jungle Boy, who's about to be AEW, like All Elite. And then LAX were on the show, and
And they're
then
on
like
Impact.
the Rascals from Impact face the Best Friends and stuff, and like Bandito and Ace. So it's like I feel like it's because PWG is so highly regarded that like it's kind of like a gray area of a sort of like people are still going to be able to work it even when they're like fairly exclusively under contract,
Yeah.
which is cool because it's not like PWG is this big competitor that does television. Like they're still kind of the same indie that does, just like
I
they
mean,
have
they
their
only do
shows in
like
small
one
venues.
show a month, so and
Yeah,
they're
if that, like,
yeah, and they're only like their big show is the Battle of Los Angeles.
yeah,
But
yeah. So it's
DJZ fought Puma King. I thought Puma King was Ricochet.
that's no. Ricochet was Prince Puma from Lucha Underground.
Oh, Prince Puma. Too many
Yeah. So
Pumas.
this match was good. Puma King was really over. He walked out to "You Give Love a Bad Name" by Bon Jovi, and in his entrance, like everyone sang the chorus.
Okay.
It was pretty funny. He was definitely more over than DJZ.
Who's
Um,
probably a veteran at this point. He's been around for
yeah,
longer than people wanted him to be.
yeah. So it was pretty well wrestled. Like they had a good kind of stalemate in the beginning. Um, there was one point where DJZ did a dive, but with no build up, so it was like no, it gave no one a chance to kind of move out of the way, and that
Yeah.
was like some guy got hit, but he was fine afterwards. Like he didn't get like knocked out or anything.
I smell lawsuit.
Um, yeah, well, yeah, it was pretty intense, but it was all good. So there was one really cool spot where like DJZ was held up in like I guess the dirty dancing catch position, like held
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
It's hard to like explain. Yeah, but then it turned into a Frankenstein, and this was on the top rope as well.
Shit.
It was it got a huge reaction. It was sick, and there was a part in the match where DJZ chopped Puma King, and all this spit flew out of Puma King's mouth onto the ref, and everyone was laughing at that.
Oh, that's pretty
And
gross. I don't
yeah,
think I've seen that yet.
it was gross, but they got a good reaction. And yeah, it was kind of back and forth, and then Puma King won with a submission with a move I don't remember. But
Well,
you
if
know,
you don't remember, then how memorable was it?
yeah, exactly. It wasn't a big wasn't a big deal, but yeah, it was good. Um, the crowd was hot for pretty much every match.
That's
Um,
that's always fun. That's always a good environment to be in.
yeah, it's a good, yeah, for sure, for sure.
All right.
Um,
The next match was Made in China Will Ospreay Robbie Eagles versus Jonathan Grissom.
well, actually, the next match was it was weird because it didn't go in the order that it said it would. So the next match was actually Laredo Kid and Ray Horace versus LAX, and this was one like there was two matches I thought were the best, and I'd still haven't decided which one I liked better. But this was one of them. Um, this was really good. Also, I forgot to say in the first match. Oh yeah, no, the referee. So the ref got more heat because it was that Justin guy, and he refereed this match, and everyone booed him when he came out.
Well,
I don't know what the story is.
I don't know who Justin the referee is, but I do know that the Young Bucks killed one of their referees accidentally.
Right. Okay. Maybe it's something to do with that. But
Maybe.
yeah. LAX had a cool entrance. They entered to New York State of Mind by Nas. Then it was really kind of they had a good vibe.
They did come out to 5150.
No.
That's kind of a ripoff. That's like half the show with LAX.
Is that the Impact song?
Yeah, but that's been like the LAX theme for like the last 10 years.
Right, okay. Well, I don't know. I think because they can choose whatever song they want, PWG, they probably chose that because it's such a cool song.
I guess.
And it'll probably cost a lot of money if they were to use it on TV or anything. But anyway, so yeah, that LAX were really over. This match was really well wrestled as well. So Laredo Kid was in with Ortiz, and Ortiz ripped at his mask and took it off, but Laredo had a mask on underneath, and that got a really good reaction.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, there was a lot of cool like double team stuff,
'cause
mostly from LAX.
you have to be aware of dirty heels that will pull out your mask. So it's always good to be prepared with shit like that.
Yeah. And this in this match was the start of this guy in the balcony was like I'm all for people like yelling out and stuff, but this guy was just like too much. Like he was just kind of disrupting the match and being really obnoxious. But
I
like
fucking hate
this
that.
point, it was funny because he's like, yeah, like there was a tag, and like obviously Justin like said there was a tag, and the guy just goes, "Was there a tag? Thank you, thank you." Like obviously there was a tag, and everyone laughed at that. But after that, he kind of just kept like wouldn't shut up, and everyone was kind of yelling at him, just saying like shut up, like because he was like ruining some of the matches, like he was fully disrupting it, which was really annoying, and I was hoping he'd get like ejected, but he never did. But it in no means ruined the night. Horace did a 450 on both members of LAX stacked on each other, which is cool. And then or maybe it was Laredo, I don't remember, but there was a big Frankensteiner. So Santana was standing on the apron, and Horace jumped off the top rope and Frankensteined him onto the floor. And then
I'm sensing a theme with all these Frankensteiners.
Yeah, there was a lot of it was chops and Frankensteiners, man. There was plenty of them last night, I should say. And then Laredo did the HBK moonsault into the crowd, and the form of that was like fantastic. Like it was just really well done. Like the springboard off the middle rope, for anyone that didn't catch that. Yeah, then back in the ring, like there was just all these crazy double team moves for near falls. I think Horace did the dive over the post, like into the corner, onto the floor.
Yeah.
And then the finish was so fast that I couldn't even catch what it was. Like just all the crazy stuff. Like all I could say was like it was just this chaotic double team sequence, and then LAX won, and that match went for 13 minutes and 15 seconds. Puma King and DJZ went for 15 minutes, but this was 13-15, and people threw money into the ring after this match.
Really?
So,
shit.
Yeah, really got really over. I reckon it was, one of the two best of the night.
Well, those guys, Ortiz and Santana, they're super good, and they've the matches I've seen on Impact, I haven't watched Impact since they changed channels. But the matches I've always seen with them, they always deliver like really great matches. I think they're being maybe a little underutilized in Impact when like there's a lot of better places to wrestle at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. But yeah, they were very good. They were very good.
Yeah.
So
Robbie Eagles and Jonathan Gresham?
Yeah, I hadn't seen much of Gresham before, but he's really like smooth. Like he's really good. Now,
you should check out his match with Zack Sabre Jr. at Final Battle, 2018. That was like a really good match.
Yeah, I could imagine after seeing him at this show. So Robbie Eagles did his entrance, and he was throwing up the 2-sweet. So I spoke to him after the show, and he's still in Bullet Club. That's all. And he's going back over to Japan soon.
What did he say specifically?
So I asked him, when are you going? Basically, kind of, without saying it, I asked him if he was still in, and he was kind of like, yeah, like I asked him when he was going back to Japan, and he said soon, and he can't say. So I'm assuming from that he's going to be in the best of the Super Juniors. I'm assuming that. He might not be, but he told me that Will Ospreay was pushing to have him in it last year, but there just wasn't a spot for him.
He's the made in China version of Will Ospreay.
Robbie Eagles, I found out, lived like right a few suburbs away from where I grew up in southwestern Sydney, which is insane.
Well, that must be a very small town.
No, like it's a very up and coming town. It's great, but it's the same area where Peyton Royce and Billy Kay grew up as well.
Yeah. So obviously a lot of wrestlers come from that place.
Yeah, it's a fucking training ground for these really good pro wrestlers. But yeah, so he's still in the Bullet Club. Which is cool.
Well, the answer that you just gave me, that he gave you, kind of makes me wonder a little bit.
Yeah, well, I mean, he
didn't give you didn't give you a date, didn't give you like when he's coming back. Maybe he'll be back in Japan, but not for New Japan.
No, it was for New Japan. He just said he can't say when he's back.
Okay.
He told me he can't tell me. So it's because I mentioned Best of the Super Juniors, and he kind of looked at me like, oh, you know what I mean? Like he kind of said it with his facial expression that he. I mean, that's just my speculation, but I might be wrong. So he was
Yeah,
pretty over
speculate
though.
away.
Yeah, he was really over. I was surprised. The chants for both him and Gresham were pretty much the same, kind of like volume. There was a bit of comedy in the match.
Really?
It was good. Yeah, not
That's
too much,
surprising.
but yeah, it was mostly Gresham just fucking with Robbie Eagles. But it was also what I found out is these guys like trained together years ago and wrestled like all the time. Because this was really well wrestled. Like this is almost the best match of the night. But yeah, so Gresham was working the left arm of Robbie and had him tied up in this crazy submission and stuff. And then, there was all this stuff going on and these near falls. So what was next?
Who won the match?
Then Eagles won the match
Really? That's
because,
interesting.
yeah, it was 14 and a half minutes again. And so he started working on Gresham's left leg maybe less than 5 minutes before the finish. And then he did a 450 onto the leg and submitted him with a figure four or a modified figure four. I couldn't see it properly. But the sudden, if he'd worked on the leg for a little longer and did more stuff with the leg, it would have been better. But the finish was kind of sudden from the point of when he started working the leg and to the finish. But it was really, there was a lot of good like chain wrestling in there. It was a really good match.
It's interesting because Jonathan Grissom, he's like coming up in Ring of Honor. They're kind of like grooming him to take a spot at the in the main card, but he hasn't got there yet. So it's interesting
Yeah,
to see how these indie matches play out.
yeah.
Next
Well,
match. Oh, what?
I don't know. I was just saying, like, it's weird, but I guess maybe I don't know if this is Eagles' first win in PWG or not, though. So,
Yeah.
or maybe I don't know. But yeah.
Uh,
So the next,
Bandino versus Flip Gordon.
oh no, I'll just say no. The best one was the next one. Sorry, was Best Friends and the Rascals. This is another out of order
Okay.
game. The Best Friends came out to 500 miles by the Proclaimers, and it was really funny. The Rascals have a lot of charisma. I didn't realize they seem to have a lot of like kind of like teenage girl fans,
Really?
which is good because that kind of teenage demographic, yeah, like a lot of kind of like squeals and stuff, which is good because like that kind of teenage demographic has a real disposable income, so they'll sling merch for sure. I saw like a lot of kind of younger people in Rascals merch, which was
Okay, that is interesting.
interesting. But yeah, so the Justin refereed this match and got heated again. There was heaps of comedy in this match, and the guy in the balcony like fully kind of hijacked this match and was just kind of going into business for himself, which was annoying. But like, I think it was like Zach Wentz, and maybe Trent in the ring, just kind of in a hold, and like they could kind of tell, and they knew after it died down and stuff started happening again. The best friends were bickering a bit, but it was like funny. It wasn't like a concerning like, are they gonna break up?
Yeah,
You know?
because
So
Chucky lost his mind.
yeah, yeah, but it was funny. So they teased the hug, Chuck and Trent, and the Rascals broke it up, and this got one like of the biggest boos of the whole night.
Yes, I would do that
As
too.
it, as you, yeah.
Hey, fans should be able to hug in the middle of the ring.
Yeah. So anyway, there was a lot of like dives and cool spots and stuff, and it's like those Rascal guys do some cool. Like they're like cruiserweights. They're pretty small, so they're doing a lot of cool like high flying stuff. And then the best friends hug, and it gets like the biggest pop on the whole show. Like nothing could even come close to the reaction that their hug got. And yeah, so this went nearly 17 minutes, and the Rascals won with that moonsault. It's like Zach Wentz does the moonsault, and Desmond Xavier pushes him in midair onto the opponent, except this time he was pushed over Chuck Taylor on his hands and knees.
Interesting.
It was a cool finish. So they did try it earlier in the match and they got it, but it got broken up by someone else. And after the match, the best friends hugged again for another really big pop. And yeah, it was good, but the people in the balcony kind of fucked it up in the middle.
How many Frankensteiners was in this match?
There was a few. There's a few in this one. But yeah, it was a good match. It was just those fucking people. They should have gotten taken out. They were really fucking it up. But whatever. Hopefully they're not at the next one.
Bandino and Flip Gordon.
Yeah. So Flip Gordon actually got injured, and ACH took his place.
Oh wow.
So yeah, Bandito and ACH. So this is like a WWE versus Ring of Honor match, which is interesting because ACH signed, obviously, and Bandito. Yeah, he's signed to Ring of WWE.
I did not hear that.
Yeah.
Shit.
So.
When was this?
Yeah, Huh?
When was that? When did you hear that he signed with them?
Maybe a week or two ago.
Shit, I never heard that.
Yeah, he worked heel in this match. He got welcome back chants and stuff, but he just started working heel. Bandito was maybe the most over guy on the show, I think.
Yeah, because isn't he coming up like he's like the Rey Mysterio of the Indies as of right now?
Yeah, I think like Bandito is probably like the best get that Ring of Honor's gotten in a long time.
Oh, Ring of Honor?
He's signed to Ring of Honor. I would have thought that he would have gone to AEW because those guys kind of helped him blow up. But I guess the Ring of Honor offer was just like too good to turn down. Yeah. But I'd kind of feel if I was those. I mean, like obviously you'd understand, but if you were those all elite guys, you kind of like, damn, like we made this guy, and they would have wanted him for sure. They would have offered him like big money.
Yeah, but there was issues with his match, like obviously the controversy with the Marty Scurll Okada match going 12 minutes over and whatnot.
Yeah, that's true actually, but he did get most of that match though, the 6-man at the end, which was a really good thing to do. But so this Bandito was very over. He had a really good like entrance outfit. It was like a sombrero with this suit, jacket, and vest. It was really cool. The old guy in the balcony was still being a bit of a prick in this match, but it didn't ruin it at all, which is good. So in this match, ACH got super kicked in the corner, and his chewing gum flew out of his mouth and landed on the top rope, and it's like drooping down from the top rope, and everyone's like taking photos of it. It was like everyone just went nuts for that, which was crazy. So there was
a lot really of spitting in this event, wasn't there?
Yeah, there's a lot of spitting, chops, Frankensteiners, and hecklers in the balcony.
Well, I suppose the heckler, if we're talking about him on the podcast, he got what he wanted. So, one for the hecklers. Fuck you.
Yeah. Yeah, like stalemate at the start, which is a thing that happened in a lot of the matches, but it was some really cool back and forth stuff. ACH worked heel. Bandito did a tope like right in front of me. I wasn't sitting close enough that I had to move, but he got real close in front of me. Almost had to move.
You felt the
And
the
around,
sweat on you.
yeah, I got real close to Bandito, and it was exciting. ACH chopped the post
Ooh,
over the other side, and that kind of became the story of that. Um, there was a cool spot where Bandito, you thought he was about to Frankensteiner ACH off the top rope, but he got knocked down, but he just springboarded back up and did it. And that was really cool. That's probably one of the coolest spots of the night. They kind of go into a chop trade, but ACH obviously can't chop him because of his hand.
yeah.
Yeah, so then there's just more stuff, couple of near falls. ACH did the Stone Cold bit, like the elbow,
Yeah.
but then Bandito gave him the fingers and hit the stunner on him, and then that got a good near fall. But then he did the springboard German thing that he does for the win, and the fans threw money into the ring for this one as well, and it went just over 18 minutes.
That's interesting. I've seen a lot of things, but I've never heard of fans throwing money into the ring. Did the wrestlers pick it up?
Yeah, yeah. So they scrunch up dollar bills and throw them in, and like either the ref or someone else kind of just like collects it all, and it obviously gets given to the wrestlers. But yeah, it's while Bandito was celebrating, like ACH kind of did a silent farewell, like he didn't cut a promo or anything, but he kind of waved and like you could tell that like it was like a farewell, but he just didn't say anything, and then went to the back and Bandito celebrated a bit more. But yeah, that was probably maybe the best match of the night. That or the LAX match. Both very good.
Next match, Jeff Cobb versus Trevor Lee for the Pro Wrestling Guerrilla World Championship.
Yeah, so Trevor Lee, he walked out to Born in the USA by Bruce Springsteen, and you could tell looking at his face that he was like emotional, like he's kind of like fighting back tears.
Yeah, isn't he going to like WWE?
Yeah, he just signed,
Yeah.
and I'll get to that afterwards
I
after the
mean, it's
match.
not
But
like a big loss for the wrestling world.
yeah, he's very good, but he's kind of yeah, I know what you mean. Now he cut a promo right at the start of the match, saying something about PWG's savior is here, but he got stopped by Cobb, who gave him like a German. There was it started pretty slow. It took a while for it to get going. Like it went 27 minutes, but yeah, it started fairly slow. There was a big delayed superplex,
Should it have gone
which
that
was really
long,
cool.
in your opinion?
I mean, yeah, it didn't get too long. It kind of built to the, it's not like it was fine. I don't think it went too long at all. Just slow start, but
Okay.
it made sense towards the end. So yeah, the people in the balcony kept yelling in this, but it wasn't too bad again. Cobb missed his moonsault. Trevor Lee hit a big power bomb, which he like barely made because Cobb's obviously so big.
Yeah. Trevor
Um,
Lee's not that small of a guy, but like compared to Jeff Cobb.
yeah, Jeff Cobb's very wide. Um, yeah, so the balcony was heckling the ref again because Justin refereed this one. No Rick Knox. Um, Jeff Cobb barely made the deadlift throw. And the match was weird as well because Trevor Lee was kind of working babyface, but like turned heel later in the match. So like there was a bit of heat on Trevor Lee for signing, right? Like there was you
Yeah.
sold out chance. So yeah, what happened? So
But
Cobb hit three.
did ACH get you sold out, or did they like applaud him?
No, he didn't really get any you sold out chance, which is weird. But
Yeah, I think it's just
yes, but
preference of superstar then.
yeah, exactly. So Cobb hit three no release Germans. Um, sorry, the ref had just gotten thrown out as well, and another one had come in, and they did a spot where so the second ref. Oh, sorry, everyone popped big time when the ref got thrown out because it was Justin.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about that.
Yeah, so the new ref came in, and then Trevor Lee like pushed him into the ropes, and when his back was turned, he hit a low blow.
Mm.
And then he did that kind of double stomp that he does for it, and that got a good near fall. And then he low blowed the ref when he didn't get the 3 count.
Ooh.
So then, yeah, then the
If that was
chest got,
WWE, he would have got fined a considerable sum.
yeah, they, I don't know. It was weird, but so he got a chair. The ref stopped him from using a chair. I think Justin was back up. There was a couple of big near falls. Trevor Lee did this cool thing where he threw Cobb out and he skinned the cat back in the ring and did a moonsault from the top to the floor. And then he did the dive over the corner post. And yeah, Excalibur, I could see in the background because he was on commentary, obviously. He was like standing and losing his shit for this match, which is cool. He's a really good commentator,
Yeah,
I
he's
think.
I really got the first time I saw him was the All In, and then after that he did some spots with New Japan that I really enjoyed his commentary.
Yeah, he's solid.
I think he's a little
He was
underrated at this point, but very solid.
yeah. If I was AEW, I'd try and get him to do commentary.
I was thinking the same thing.
Of who?
I was thinking the same thing.
Oh yeah, yeah. So yeah, did I say he was doing the ring announcing as well?
No, you did not say that he was the ring announcer too.
Yeah. So this is weird. He said at the start that he was going to be doing double duty, and he did the ring introductions as well as commentary, which was kind of weird. I don't know why.
I hope he got
Like,
paid he got paid double.
well, I'm thinking like, okay, this seems like something a company with that's like kind of trying to keep money, like trying to save money would
Yeah,
do. But like, I mean, I feel like people would do ring announcing for PWG for free if they really wanted to like a good show to do that for. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But
definitely.
I don't know. So that was what it was, and to the finish of the match. So Jeff Cobb hit a tour of the islands for a 1 count, like Trevor Lee like hulked up, no sell,
Wow.
1 count, got up, and everyone like lost their shit. Like this got a really good reaction. But then Cobb hit another tour of the islands and pinned him, so he retained. Kind of celebrated and got out of the ring, and fans are chanting, "Thank you, Trevor."
But at the
Then he
beginning of the
started.
show, they chanted "You sold out." So what the fuck?
Yeah, this is why it was weird because they're chanting that, and then so he's cutting this promo and he's like crying. He said he never thought he'd make it to the main event of PWG. He said he thanked the fans because, and I quote, because of them he could quit his shitty jobs selling frozen yogurt to shithead kids.
Okay, I suppose
And
that's the dream.
this is weird, right? Because he's like, because of you, I can main event PWG, and you guys were so high on me after my first time here. And then he says, because of you, I'm going to the WWE, and everyone
Ooh,
like no one booed it at all. Like everyone was really stoked that he said that.
really?
And then what he said, this got an even better reaction. He said, "I never won Bowler or the PWG title." He goes, "But I'll probably get fired anyway, so I can come back and win them. And when I do, I'll see you then or whatever." And then he kind of left, and the crowd just loved it. It was really weird.
That's that's a weird promo because usually they don't
Yeah,
like they allude that they're leaving, but they never mention WWE specifically. But like it's
yeah.
WWE.
It's interesting that he's got like that kind of mentality that he knows guys like him don't always like kind of just like get fired, you
Yeah.
know?
Well, maybe because of that promo, he'll get fired, and you'll see him next time on PWG.
Yeah, who knows? But yeah, that was so 27 minutes. It was good. Not the best on the show, but I don't know, maybe top four, I'd say. Yeah, so that was a good show. It was the crowd is pretty crazy there. I guess it's got a bit of a following, and there's regulars and stuff.
Yeah, I've tried to get tickets for their show like billions of times, and I could never get. They were always like sold out, sold out.
Well, it's weird because it didn't sell out.
Yeah, it's
Like
crazy.
like the
Like I
front
could have
row did,
gone,
and
but I did buy tickets for New Japan, so going to that
yeah,
instead.
yeah.
And we
That's
will,
also at the Globe Theatre as well.
yeah, and we will be covering that soon.
Yeah, cool, cool. Um, yeah. So we'll go through Raw now, Raw and
But
SmackDown.
yep, now we will be wrestling with Monday Night Raw. The I don't know. I think this was kind of like a fun Raw. I think there was some unexpected moments and whatnot.
Yeah, it
I
was.
we'll cover the limo, the whole limo thing with Baron Corbin. Well, first of all, Braun Strowman came out, challenged Brock Lesnar. Baron Corbin came out, yada yada. Uh, Braun Strowman chased Baron Corbin to the back. I feel like this is like the whole story. Like for the last like couple months is like Baron Corbin running from Braun Strowman.
Yeah, pretty much. And they obviously can't tell that everyone's over it.
Yeah, and Braun Strowman destroyed Mr. McMahon's limo, and then afterwards McMahon came up to him and was like, "What the fuck?" like without
Yeah,
those actual words. I just find it funny that like Braun was trying to put the door back onto the limo.
yeah, that was funny. I laughed at that.
Yeah,
That was a good. That was a good little part to do there.
yeah, but Braun Strowman stripped of his Universal Championship opportunity.
Yeah, well, he's still not cleared,
Yeah, so
and
obviously
that's
that's the
why.
reason. But I mean, I'm not like upset that he lost that opportunity because like I wasn't looking forward to that match.
Yeah,
Like
no way.
at the Royal Rumble, like that would be a match I would speed up.
Yeah. It's it's weird that they advertised it though,
Yeah,
even though they had no intention of doing it. But
I think they did have
yeah,
intention,
whatever.
but he just didn't get cleared.
Yeah.
There's
Um.
a six-woman tag, whatever. Um, and then we
Oh no,
have
it was just Ronda and Sasha versus Nia and Tamina. It was just 2-on-2.
oh yeah, you're right. The six women's later. But yeah, this is the story right here. The Revival versus Lucha House Party. The match when 4 minutes and 11 seconds. Maybe 4 minutes and 11 seconds too long because the revival is asking for their release now.
Yeah, so the word is that straight after the match, they asked for their release.
Yeah, like the previous reports I got was that they asked to go back down to NXT, which is kind of interesting to want to lower yourself, not lower yourself, but go back to basics with NXT. But
Yeah.
yeah, it was confirmed that they asked for the release.
Well, I mean, if they go back to NXT, they're gonna have better matches,
They had some of the
and
best
that's
matches ever in NXT.
yeah, like they can, and they can now they can have matches with Strong and O'Reilly and War Raiders, and if yeah,
But now there's the opportunity to finally see the match everybody's clamoring for: the Young Bucks versus the Revival.
well, there's no way they don't want to do that. Like that match, like you know how good it would be. There's no way it could be bad.
Yeah, they
Um,
I mean, like they put them in the Revival. They put them in a World Championship um picture into a rivalry with Rude and uh Gable.
yeah,
After like some really like shitty matches with the Lucha House Party that wasn't going anywhere. And you know, they lost those matches against Rude and Gable, but like you were in the title picture, you had those matches. But now, like a week later, they're right back to where they started.
yeah. Well, I think that would have been like the catalyst, right? Like because they were having like and the matches they were having were decent as well for like TV matches. So to go back down to where they were before that would kind of probably why they thought fuck this and
Yeah,
asked
I
to
mean, I mean,
get
I think
out.
they believe the hype as well, even if they have fuck the Revival on their ring gear. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, they could do like if they went to All Elite, there's like so much they could do with that old angle.
Yeah, I
It'd be
don't know. I
crazy.
think the fact that they could go somewhere else and they would be successful because they are such a throwback. Um, it's exciting to see what they could do on the independents, and I think AEW would sign them in a heartbeat, and I think that's what WWE is like terrified of.
Yeah, because I think if they sign to AEW, then they just start having these great matches with the Bucks, and if Kenny's Kenny's probably going to sign, so they could do a Revival and Golden Lovers match. Um,
And
SoCal.
SoCal, yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Well, I
SCU,
mean, and as well as SCU, yeah, as well as any other like 2-man combination.
and
Like,
like
imagine the Revival in there with like Park and I don't know whoever else they're gonna sign.
yeah, the possibilities are endless. Even if they got like two jobbers, like the revival would know how to put them over
Yeah, exactly.
because yeah, they're not flips, they're just fists. And I mean,
Yeah, they.
that's WWE's loss that they didn't see enough in them.
Yeah, yeah. I just don't get it sometimes. How they just haven't. I don't know. I don't want to delve in. I feel like we always talk about this, but yeah, they just kind of don't see what they've got.
Yeah, it's
But
and there was speculation that Mike and Maria Canales was leaving too.
yeah, she's denied it though. She denied asking for the release.
Well, of course he's going to deny it.
Yeah,
But like you can't always trust like spoiler sheets and whatnot. But there's always like smoke where there's fire. You know what I mean?
yeah. I
And
mean, Mike Kanel's doing nothing, you know?
he's on 205 now.
Yeah, but still, like, he's on 205 Live.
Exact. That's close to literally nothing.
Yeah,
Like like the PWG show you just went to, there was more people for that show than for 205.
yeah. It just, I think the thing to do is just kind of get rid of 205 and just kind of spread these guys across the three brands, you know?
Yeah, and I think that like Mustafa Ali was like the pet project that kind of walked out because like he's getting over. He's having decent matches on SmackDown.
Yeah,
Like he's the successful story that there is life after 205.
yeah. But I mean, just some of the guys on that brand, like, you kidding me? Um, like Cedric, Buddy Murphy, like, they're all so good,
And
but they're
nobody
just
sees
on
it.
this, yeah, they're on this show that no one watches, and like Gulak, you kidding? Grand Metal League. No
Well,
one's
Grandma
watching
League
Grand
is
Metal
on
League every
Raw.
week.
Yeah, he's on Raw, so he's
Yeah, but
getting.
he's got that shitty gimmick with those other two guys, with Lince Dorado and Kalisto.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Like Rey Mysterio, you have him, and like he's in such a high regard. But like whenever they have like another luchador, like they give them these kind of stupid gimmicks.
Yeah, I
I
don't know.
I think it's just how maybe like Vince views them or whatever.
Yeah, it. I mean, who? I guess on Andrade, like he's not really a
But
luchador,
he's
but
not a
he.
luchador. I mean, like luchador, the mask, everything, the whole shebang.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know.
And it's reporting that like WWE is matching offers from other independent wrestling companies, and if you sign right then and there, they'll double the offer. So they're sweating.
Yeah, that's. I think they are.
Yeah,
I would be.
and like with AEW coming out, like they are just and whatever network they get on, it's gonna be scary for them
Yeah, well, I mean, you've got this company who are still yet to show any indication of a ceiling that they've got.
because
You
not
know.
they didn't even have their first show.
Well, yeah, and I mean, All In sold out, and you don't know how many more tickets they could have sold.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like All In was like if All In was an indicator of what AEW is going to be, it's gonna be off the
Yeah,
charts.
yeah,
It
like it could really be a competitor.
it is worth noting that Raw did 2.7 million in viewers. This was above last week's 2.3 million viewers. It
That's a
was the
big
first episode that didn't go up against football.
right. Okay, so that explains it.
But just compare from 1 year ago, they did 3.2 million in viewers. So still way down from like even a year ago.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, they can't seem to get out of that 2 million viewers.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. Maybe like closer to Mania,
Yeah,
after the.
depending on what they announce. But it seems like
Yeah,
it seems like they can't get out of that slump.
Yeah, I don't know what it'll take.
Um, so McMahon made the announcement, like, Braun isn't going to get championship opportunity. Of course, John Cena wants to worm his way into another title match. God forbid he has too many.
Yeah, he
Uh,
wants number 17.
like we need that problem.
Yeah,
Drew McIntyre came in. Like McIntyre had a legitimate reason to be out there. He's been doing some really great stuff outside of well, not outside, but in WWE. He's been having good matches. He's been up there.
yeah, for sure. He'll probably get the title later on.
I think
Later,
that would be a fresh start for WWE if they give like um Drew McIntyre the title.
yeah, I think so too.
Corbin
Um,
came out after that. Uh, why he even still in this position, I don't know.
yeah, he's got to be the most overrated guy in the whole thing.
Yeah, like he's he's useless in the ring.
Yeah,
He's not even too good on promos either.
yeah, it sounds very half-assed
Yeah.
with him.
And then Finn Balor came out and he got a lot of pop. People
Yeah,
were clamoring for him.
he's getting over even more
And
for
it's
sure.
I think sometimes uh the reality comes out in some of these promos when Balor said you've never really liked me, you never really believed in me, but
Yeah,
the crowd believes in me.
yeah. It's interesting that like Vince does these lines like that, but it's like legit. It's kind of like it's bad on him, but it's like true as well.
Yeah,
You know?
because Balor is a smaller guy.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, like Cena, McIntyre, Corbin, these guys are like over 6 foot.
Yeah, he's like 5'9" or something. He's pretty small, but like he's the most popular guy in the ring
Yeah, but
at
you
that
know,
point.
WWE's always been the land of giants, so there's always going to be some pushback from McMahon.
Yeah,
After that, Jinder Mahal approached Mr. McMahon in the back and asked like why he wasn't in the match. And like you could, if you really listen, in the background, somebody in the crowd chanted, "Because you're a loser."
yeah, I heard that. That was funny.
Yeah, it's those fun little things that make those segments.
Yeah,
But McMahon gave him an opportunity to pick anybody from the Fatal Four Way, and if he could beat them, he would be replace them in the main event. So of course he picked Balor.
yeah. This whole night was like designed to get Finn Balor over. Really?
It kind of was, but it kind of came out of nowhere because like the last like 3 4 weeks will be no indicator that they were going with Finn Balor.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Like
at
if
least for
they would
the
have
like,
told the story over the course of 3 4 weeks, well we don't believe in Finn. He can't be the A+ player we want him to be. He's just one of those mid card guys. As I would have
yeah,
been clamoring for this night where he finally gets that opportunity. But it all came into one night. I kind of underappreciated it.
yeah, yeah. It would have been good if it had a bit of a build to it.
Yeah.
But yeah. So what was next? The tag match was next.
6 woman tag match: Bailey, Natalia, Nikki Cross versus the Riot Squad. This was the first of the 6 new superstars to actually wrestle. and it was Nikki Cross.
Yeah, she got a bit of a pop, not too crazy, but
Yeah, it's
I just
exciting to see Nikki Cross on the main roster because she was such a big part of Sanity.
yeah. Well, I mean, she's obviously going to go to SmackDown
Yeah,
to be with Sanity. Yeah,
and I mean she just got engaged to Killian Dane.
yeah. I saw that photo of Killian Dane from like 10 years ago. I was just like, who's this? Like, I didn't think it was Killian Dane.
Yeah,
It
totally
wasn't.
did not look like him.
Yeah, madness.
I mean,
But yeah, so
if they cleaned him up, he could be like a totally different wrestler.
yeah, for sure.
Um, Billy, Natalia, and Nikki Cross defeated the Riot Squad in 11 minutes and 32 seconds. Maybe a little too long.
Yeah, but nothing trios match.
Yeah. Finn Balor took on Jinder Mahal with the Singh brothers. Um, and Finn Balor won in 9 minutes and 28 seconds. This was
Yeah,
like, this was definitely the moment where like you knew like Finn is going to go over in the Fatal 4-Way match.
yeah. It was. Yeah, it's just so out of nowhere again. Like, but it was cool though. Like, it's just kind of weird to see. Like, okay, now he's gonna have that match that we thought he was gonna have a year ago.
Yeah, we were just last week we said like there's no indication of Finn Balor getting a push at all.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Well, here it is, I guess.
yeah. Bobby Lashley took on Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins for the Intercontinental Championship. The match went 13 minutes and 10 seconds. This is a crazy match, honestly.
Yeah, this is a good one. It was I really liked it. It was weird. The promo, the interview Seth had before the match, he said he was gonna kick Ambrose's teeth down his throat, and then like halfway through the match, they team up on Lashley.
Well, yeah, they're always gonna tease that Shield reunion, even though it's
Yeah,
nowhere in sight.
yeah, I guess, but no, it was a good match. They
But
obviously are protecting Rollins
it's
because of that finish.
but like Lashley winning was kind of out of nowhere.
Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do in terms of direction
Yeah,
because I mean Ambrose got pinned. I
huh?
mean they don't do the automatic rematch anymore because it's a new era,
Yeah,
but
that doesn't
they're
make
obviously
any
protecting
sense.
Seth. Yeah, they're not protecting. They are protecting Seth because that's the WrestleMania main event is Seth and Brock. That's the current plan. And yeah,
Well, I heard
it's I
speculation that it could be Dean and Seth for WrestleMania. So it could be right now. It seems like Seth is in the main event slot for WrestleMania.
yeah, I'd say so. Which is probably the right guy for it.
But definitely, he's been like the workhorse this last year. He's been like
Yeah,
off the charts.
yeah, he's been on. Um, the next
This
this
is
next
uh,
segment.
this is a little crazy. This one of the stagehands walked in on Alexa Bliss uh, in the locker room, and Alexa Bliss was changing her top, which I found like awkward and risky for WWE at this moment.
Yeah, it was very 2005. I wasn't. I mean, like it was funny, but it kind of was just like didn't. It doesn't suit.
The
It doesn't
current
seem
product.
like it doesn't seem like something a company that would push it all women's pay-per-view like Evolution. It doesn't seem like something they do.
Uh,
You
well, it
know?
is worth more mentioning that it was the highest watched segment of Raw on YouTube.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's rank. Sorry, all these sirens going past.
Yeah. What'd you
Someone's
do, Cooper?
dying. Yeah. That that was a weird segment, but whatever. It is. It is what it is. It's Vince.
I think they're trying
Yeah.
some maybe like new risky things because like they did the exact same thing on SmackDown.
Yeah, with Mandy Rose. That was weird as well.
Yeah, but
But I mean, at least she was basically wearing her ring gear in that one, so that wasn't too bad.
I mean her ring gear exposed more skin than what she was wearing.
Yeah, exactly. And even if when she was wearing the towel, like she wears a lot less in the ring and on a Twitter and Instagram and stuff. So it's not.
Well, they're
It's just
trying.
still the whole.
I suppose when they saw that the Alexa Bliss thing got over so well that they decided to do it again, try something risky.
Yeah, who knows?
I Fatal four-way match. Finn Balor defeated John Cena. Baron
Oh,
Corbin.
there was the moment of bliss segment with the titles.
Oh yeah, that's right. Hey, honestly, those I liked the belts. What did you think of them?
Yeah, I think they look really good. They look a lot better than the men's tag team belts. The men's tag team belts are ugly as fuck.
Yeah, they look like pennies.
Yeah, it's these women's ones are really good.
Yeah, hopefully they get some good champions.
I guess maybe Sasha and Bailey will be the first champ. Oh, I don't
It'll,
know. Who else could?
it'll be
Maybe the
interesting.
Riot.
The Riot Squad. Who's the Rose and Deville?
So yeah, you could do that. Could do. It's not going to be Becky or Charlotte or
That would be
Asuka.
actually be pretty cool if they made them
Yeah,
tag team champions. I'm not saying the
Peyton
first
and
tag team
Billy.
champions, but down the line.
Yeah. Well, Peyton Royce and Billy Kay will be in the match, but I don't think they'll win.
That
But
would make sense if they were to be tag team champions.
yeah,
It kind of seems like Peyton Royce and Billy Kay, like they're over in some states, but in other people couldn't like give a fuck about them.
yeah, it's weird. I don't know. But and then in this segment, the Otis Dozovic.
Yeah,
God, this I'm not into this. Really,
you're not
kind of
into
gawking at Alexa.
you're not into him into Otis or these guys popping up.
Just a bit of. I mean, I'm into the tag team, but just this kind of weird segment where he's gawking at Alexa was a bit weird. You know,
Yeah,
because Heyman was getting interviewed, right?
yeah. It's I kind of thought it was kind of funny. He don't really speak
Yeah,
good English, so for whatever reason, but I think that's kind of funny. So,
yeah, yeah.
um,
And then it kind of awkwardly ended and went into the four-way for the
yeah,
thing.
it seems like the second Moment of Bliss isn't really going anywhere, and we're only 2 weeks in.
Yeah, it's not that good.
Yeah,
They just want to keep Alexa on TV because it's
and
kind of
I
popular.
like I kind of understand having like Paul Heyman on, but it didn't really give her any gab at the segment because like she
Yeah,
those kind of segments are to put over talent, and I think she could really do that really well. But I don't think they're really giving her that opportunity.
Yeah. Oh well, it is. I'm sure they might figure it out.
Yeah, hopefully they'll get the kinks out of that. Alright,
Yeah.
Finn Balor defeated John Cena, Baron Corbin, Drew McIntyre in 18 minutes and 39 seconds. Worth noting, all this information is coming from the Wrestling Observer. So shout out to Dave Meltzer.
Yes. Uncle Dave.
Yeah. Um. So Finn Balor got a clean win on John Cena, which you don't see too often. But
Yeah.
more often now since Cena hasn't been there.
Yeah. Well, it's not as clean as a singles win, but he did pin Cena in the match, which is, I
Yeah.
guess, is better than. Well, they want to protect McIntyre and I guess Corbin for whatever reason, but
Yeah,
yeah,
my
this
money would
was.
always be on Corbin to take the fall.
Yeah, that's what I thought as well.
Yeah.
But it's interesting.
But maybe they figure maybe, John Cena is like the biggest superstar in WWE, so like sprinkle some of that Cena dust on him.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, and then
He.
Cena had to fuck it up and take the mic and says he believes in Finn Balor and raised his hand. Like, just let the guy have his moment.
Yeah. Well, I guess he was endorsing him, so it was better than nothing. Better than kind of shitting on him.
Well, if those are your only two options, but there's a third option, you could just leave the fucking ring and let the guy have his moment.
Yeah. Oh well. We don't always get what we want.
Exactly. Especially with WWE.
Yeah, that's right.
Alright, well, wrestling with SmackDown Live. Becky came into the arena, pulled up, and she drew her a kiss to Kayla Braxton. I thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah, this is a okay segment. That like shake
Yeah,
he drank, that was cool. How she kind of said it was a bit like it was a good little thing, and Xavier had the shirt on and stuff.
yeah. I thought that milkshake thing construction that Lynch drank out of it. I think that made her look even more like a badass.
Yeah, well, yeah, you could tell like ever like just so slightly that she just was about to vomit though. Like
but
you could like she played it off pretty well, but you could just kind of see it in her face where she was like, "This is fucking gross."
but the camera was off the milkshake for like the slightest of seconds, so they could have swapped it.
Yeah, yeah. Who knows?
Yeah. Um, Becky Lynch defeated Peyton Royce in the opening match, which is was kind of weird and a little worth mentioning that Becky wrestled in jeans and a t-shirt.
Yeah, well, I think they just want to get her over as like she can beat someone even when she's just like like in her street clothes.
Yeah, but I mean, when's the last time you ever seen a woman compete in jeans and a t-shirt?
I don't know. Weird. Well, she wasn't the only one that wrestled in their clothes in the
Yeah,
show.
but just casual Tuesday this week on SmackDown.
Yeah,
Um,
sort of things like.
Asuka defeated Billie Kay. Nothing um weird about that. Um,
Yeah,
this is the third segment. AJ Styles went uh the into the crowd and to a concession stand, and he drew shots to the crowd. His shot. And
yeah,
was telling like Daniel Bryan, you can't tell us how to live our lives.
yeah. Even though, in a weird way, like what Daniel Bryan's saying is like kind of true. Like all this stuff. Like, yeah, I mean, like with the emissions and stuff. Like right. That it's like some stuff everyone does like kills, the environment and stuff. But it's weird. It's just funny that he's like this heel, despite these like which are mostly facts that he's like saying.
Yeah.
But it's just the way he's going about it, which makes him the heel. But yeah, it's just funny to me.
Well, that isn't that like CM Punk. He was don't drink, don't do drugs, don't smoke, and like he was like the worst heel ever.
Yeah, exactly. It's ironic.
Uh, Daniel Bryan came down and attacked AJ Styles. It's kind of funny. Like during this like segment, I was kind of just looking at the T-shirts and what was at the merch table.
Yeah,
Like I wanted to see what was there.
yeah. It's interesting what they have at the TV shows. But
Jimmy. Next segment, the Usos were doing a photo shoot when Mandy Rose made a stagehand give Jimmy a hotel room key to him. And
yeah,
the funny thing about this segment is Jay asked him like, "What are you gonna do?" And he was like, "I don't know." Well, and like that kind of like told you
it's
like
like
what he was going to do.
yeah, it was kind of weird 'cause it kind of made him out to be like, is he like about to cheat on his wife, you know?
Yeah, which
But
made
I guess
really made no sense.
yeah, that was bad scripting for that
By
one.
saying you don't
But
know, you kind of know.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
But odd. Um, then there was the Joe and Mustafa Ali segment next, right?
yeah. Samoa Joe beat the shit out of Mustafa Ali.
Yeah,
So
that's pretty
maybe
much it.
yeah, the, kind of, well, kind of, sort of. Obviously something happened to Jeff Hardy that they can continue their rivalry. So Joe's starting a new rivalry with Mustafa.
Yeah,
I mean, the thing with this storyline is that Joe really has nothing to gain by fighting Mustafa and everything to lose if he actually loses to Mustafa Ali.
yeah, yeah. Well, it's I assume like Mustafa Ali's gonna get put over at the end of this feud.
But that would really hurt Joe.
Yeah, but I mean, like you said, like it won't kill Samoa Joe, but I think they really want to do something with Mustafa Ali.
Well, he's already kind of over. He already pinned Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, maybe the blow off will be Ali eliminating Joe in the Rumble.
That might be okay. I'd buy that.
Yeah, and then I don't know, do something else
All right, CN,
afterwards.
Andrea CN Almas defeated Rey Mysterio. This was probably the best match on the card.
Yeah, this is the best match I've seen on SmackDown in a while, and also it's uh remember it's Andrade now, not it's just he's had his name changed.
Uh, no, it's Almas. Andrea CN Almas.
No, dude, Chuck is if you look at the profile on WWE.com, it's just Andrade.
Really?
Yeah, and even on SmackDown they introduced him as Andrade, and his name on the screen was Andrade.
Okay, I did not catch
But
that. So that's interesting.
yeah, it's weird, but whatever. This match was really good.
Yeah, definitely. And it brings Andrea up, and by beating such a legend like Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, well, they announced a 2 out of 3 falls match for SmackDown for these two as well this week
Okay.
coming. And yeah, well, they hit that like Canadian Destroyer.
Yeah, that when Mysterio hit that, I was like, yeah, that's the move that Cooper was talking about. But if you notice,
Yeah,
they didn't actually name the move
yeah, yeah. It's so annoying. I was hoping they'd say it.
because there's
But yeah,
no
this
name
match
for
was
that move.
really good.
It's just, oh, what a maneuver.
Yeah,
I Jimmy approached the hotel room, then they went to commercial. So like for the whole 3 minute duration
come
of
on.
the commercial, he just sat
He's
there
just
like a dumbass.
contemplating. Yeah, he's just standing outside the door.
Yeah. And he came in and Mandy Rose was sitting there in a black robe and then took it off and she had black lingerie on that was actually more concealing than her actual ring gear.
Yeah,
And
which
she
was
was
funny, but yeah,
but she was like, I don't want you, I just want to destroy Naomi.
yeah. And then they had the brawl in the hotel room.
Yeah.
Yay. I fuck, I could not care less about this feud.
Yeah, it's kind of making something out of nothing.
Yeah,
Trying to make chicken salad out of chicken shit, but
that's
taste
it.
is still there.
Exactly right.
The Miz came out to celebrate Shane McMahon's birthday. They didn't actually
Yeah,
mention how old he was, but uh,
40 some, maybe 50 something. I don't know. I'm gonna look that up.
yeah. Um, Miz
49.
49, really. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Miz gave McMahon a pair of Jordans as a present, and there was two cakes, and they were really big cakes.
Mm.
Right? But like whenever there's cake
Yeah,
on,
they just got wasted.
yeah, whenever there's cake on WWE TV, it's somebody's being put through that.
Yeah.
The
Oh
boy
well.
came out and to interrupt the segment, and Shane McMahon made the match, The Miz versus Sheamus. And again, The Miz wrestled in his suit pants.
That's right.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
the first and last segment matches were wrestled in street clothing. I just find things like that interesting.
I guess. Yeah, I guess it's just coincidence,
Or the
that
same
the
one,
exact
or
the
the same
rights together and
writer
stuff.
taking the same liberties.
Yeah. Oh
Uh,
well.
what?
No, I'm just saying it's just these writers,
Yeah.
is what
Uh,
it is.
Miz rolled Sheamus up for the win. After the match, the Miz put the cake into Sheamus's face, held it up so Shane McMahon could do coast to coast. But the thing that got me was that he put the cake to where Shane's feet would hit, not the platter that could have hit him into Sheamus's face. It's
Yeah.
just little things like that that bother me.
Yeah,
What are your
for
thoughts on that?
sure. Silly little things.
That seemed like after Shane hit the coast to coast, he hurt himself a little bit.
Yeah. It might have been just selling, but I don't know.
Yeah, well he is 49 now.
Guess we'll.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's crazy that he's still doing stuff like that at 49.
yeah, and the segment ended with Miz and Shane McMahon holding up the Best in the World trophy, which could honestly be renamed
Yeah,
to the Chris Jericho trophy.
Very true. Could be renamed to that. But yeah, it was it was decent. It was a decent show. Like the Mysterio and Andrade match was really good.
Yeah,
Almost been a good PWG match.
yeah, they SmackDown's always been a little bit better than Raw. So and this is going to be a match that people are going to be talking about for a little while longer. The Rey
Yeah,
Mysterio
unless
Andrea match.
unless the 2 out of 3 falls match is better.
Considering what they might do, maybe not.
Yeah,
Alright,
probably won't get enough time.
it's time to wrap this up, but there's one other thing I wanted to cover that it wasn't, I couldn't really fit it in anywhere. I heard that Kushida uh, wanted to turn heel and join Bullet Club.
And join the Bullet Club. Yeah,
And Ghetto said no, and that was one of the reasons he left New Japan.
yeah,
Now I
that's
could see
interesting.
Kushida turning heel because like he's already has like a heel mentality to him, and you know with guys like Hiromu and Ishimori and Osprey, he's not the favorite in those types of matches. So turning him heel would make sense to me. But joining Bullet Club, that's just a little crazy, I thought.
Yeah, the thing is as well is like, so Bullet Club's got Ishimori and sort of Robbie Eagle, so they've got 2 juniors, and Taguchi Japan's got like Risuke Taguchi and Kushida,
Well,
right?
Taguchi
So everyone's kind.
and Juice Robinson and Finley, it's kind of like a hodgepodge. Taguchi Japan. Whoever's not currently in a faction goes to Taguchi Japan.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if Kushida left then there's only one junior heavyweight who's kind of a bit of a comedy act. So, I mean, it wouldn't have made sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand, but having three juniors in Bullet Club does make sense, kind of, because you have the tag team and then the singles.
Yeah, that does actually make a lot of sense.
But
Well,
how would
I couldn't imagine Kushida in Bullet Club though.
that's what I was gonna say. Like, how would they fit that in? How would they do that?
Yeah, I couldn't even imagine. Yeah,
But like in the same regards, I couldn't like 2 years ago, if you told me Jay White was going to be a part of Bullet Club and the leader, I would have told you you were crazy.
yeah, it's weird to think about.
Yeah. Who knows who will be in Bullet Club a year from now?
Yeah, well, did you see on New Japan World on the website that the 4 guys on the cover are uh Okada, Tanahashi, Naito, and Jay White?
Well, there you go. They because they've been grooming him to take that spot.
Yeah, he's the 4th pillar.
Yeah. Like I don't want to say like they knew that Kenny Omega was leaving, but like they were prepared for it.
Yeah, which is good because
Yeah.
you need to be.
And like now
So
Jay White could take that spot and like nobody would bat an eye.
yeah, yeah, that's it.
Yep. Alright, and that will conclude this episode of Wrestling with Entertainment. See you next time.